Hey, hi guys. This is week 4 of COVID-19 quarantine. I hope everyone is doing okay. I miss you all. I would say this is difficult, but we're all going to get through this. So if you need anything, please email me, reach out, etc. But here we are. If you are watching this, it is because you learn best by hearing directions explained to you. This is going to be a very short video, and I'm just going to go through what a HyperDoc is and how to complete this type of assignment. This week, you're going to be working on the introduction and prologue of the play Romeo and Juliet. And hopefully you did the work last week and you realized that the reason we're doing Shakespeare is because Shakespeare, even though he's been dead for over 400 years, what he wrote about is very relevant to our lives. In fact, his plays are kind of like the drama shows that we tend to watch these days. They're all about life. They're all about human beings and how human beings behave. And so that's one of the reasons why we're working on Romeo and Juliet. And the other is because there are so many references, aka allusions, to Shakespeare and Shakespeare's plays in our society that you really want to be able. You don't want to be sitting in a college class or with your friends or etc. in the workplace, and they're making these references to Shakespeare, and you have no idea what they're talking about. So it's, one, Shakespeare's amazing. That's why we're doing it. And number two, he is pertinent in our society. He's relevant. If you have seen Lion King, then you already know Shakespeare's play. Lion King is based on a play called Hamlet. If you have seen the Vampire Diaries or the Twilight series or some parts of All American, then you already know Shakespeare, because those are based on a lot of different ideas from Shakespeare, or the play Romeo and Juliet. So essentially that's what it is. But I'm not here to kind of go in depth with Shakespeare. I'm just here so that you know how to complete this type of document. This is called, or assignment. This is called a HyperDoc. And what this is a self-contained lesson. And everything that you need for this lesson, this learning, is all in one document. And it can be either created with a Google Doc or Google Slides. This is created with a Google Doc. You will essentially type all your responses or do whatever you're supposed to do in this document. And you'll turn in one document at the end of the week that has all the things that you were supposed to do. So it's supposed to make your life a bit easier because it's more streamlined, as well as mine when I grade. I think that was one of the problems last week. There were 4 things that you had to turn in, and they were in 4 separate turn-in bit boxes, essentially. And then you had to click on other links for the material. I think that kind of got confusing. So that's one of the reasons I'm going to try out this HyperDoc system. And so I'll do one a week. And this week it's all about the introduction and the prologue. But I'm going to kind of wrap this video up just telling you how to go through and what to type on. Essentially, it's organized into 4 to 5 different sections. You'll have learning targets. There are 3 for this week, that you can understand the basic plot of Romeo and Juliet. You can connect ideas and themes to today's life and characters to today's life or society. The next section is the engage section. It's kind of to get you ready for the learning. Think about it like bell work. It's just prepping you, getting you interested, etc. It's going to usually be kind of like a writing prompt. And one of the things I do is, for everything that is in here, I tell you how much time it's going to take, so you can organize when you do this work based on your situation. Because I don't know what your situation is, and I don't know what you have to do while you're at home. This gives you the flexibility to know how long things are going to take so that you can plan accordingly. So next to, if you see something that is highlighted and bolded, usually in yellow, it's usually going to be the minutes, or it's something that you have to do. So this section, 2 minutes. This is the do part, 5 minutes, and that's going to be all the way throughout the document. Okay. The next thing that I want you to understand is that my instructions, right, so are always going to be in the white boxes so that you know what to do. And your responses, or the things you have to do, wherever you have to type, in other words, will always be in boxes that are lightly colored. So, and the color will match whatever section you're in. So this section was kind of teal or aqua. So a lighter version of that was here. So whatever the directions say, you'll type in that colored box. Same thing over here. We got the Explore section. It's divided on a left and right hand side columns. Tells you what to do on the left hand side, and then you type whatever you're supposed to type response wise on the right hand side. A note about the left hand side: it's going to tell you to click on things. You need to click on things because they're videos. So when it says, this one says watch the Cliff Notes, I have to click on it. If you're on a phone, it will take you directly to it. But if you're on a computer, you'll click once, so it'll bring up this box and you'll have to click again. And then you're watching and doing whatever the video says. So that's how this section's set up. But after everything that you do, like after every verb where it says watch or view or read, there's always a response task. And you have to read those directions and do whatever it says on the right-hand side. That's for every section. When you get to the explain section, here's your question, write your response. And then you have a collaborate, that's section, and your response goes here. The extra credit opportunity, same deal. Okay, so, and that's it. And once you're done with the whole thing, you'll turn that in. And that's pretty much how to navigate through a HyperDoc. So if you learn better by hearing verbal directions for each section, I will place a video link so that you can click on the link to hear me explain the directions. They'll be quick, short little videos. That's it for today. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, make sure you email me, message me, etc.